Let's just bring you these images that we are bringing into Sky News Centre live at the moment. This is, as you can see, a massive fire. This is a fire in Earls Trees Industrial Estate in Corby. The fire brigade were called shortly before 2 o'clock. They say multiple crews are currently on the scene. Nearby residents are being asked to close their windows and doors due to the plume of smoke and avoid the area. We're just also looking at images of it. It looks like it could be at a recycling centre. There are reports on the Northamptonshire Telegraph that it is at Recycle Force in Gretton Brook Road, Corby. Just checking that these are both the same place. But as you can see, there's smoke billowing from the roof of this industrial building. It is an industrial estate. And of course, industrial estates do contain materials that can be flammable, that can be explosive. And this looks like it spread really, really quickly. The fire brigade called an hour and 20 minutes ago, but you can see the scale and how quickly that this appears to have spread over a really large area of this industrial estate in Corby. Multiple fire crews are on the scene, perhaps not surprisingly. Very, very close to a main road there. Not seeing any traffic on that road, just wondering if that road has potentially been closed off as a result of this fire. You can see that the buildings have been affected, but as well as that, you can see that there are many cars and lorries nearby there. You can see the fire brigade. You can see they're training their hoses on this fire there. You can see 3 hoses just in that one shot that we're seeing. And it does look like, we were saying it could potentially be a recycling facility. It does look like whatever is on fire are bundles of things that have been bundled together. You can see crates there containing plastic containers, all stuff that looks to be incredibly flammable going up in this fire on Earls Trees Industrial Estate in Corby. Multiple crews currently on the scene. And just look at how thick that black smoke is. That looks to be not particularly pleasant. It looks like particularly toxic smoke that's coming up there. Nearby residents have been asked to close their windows and their doors due to this plume of smoke. Well, it is massive, and this will be concerning people living in a really big area. You can see the firefighters there now. You can see 4 hoses trained on this industrial estate. But I mean, when you look at the scale of this fire and you look at how much these hoses are able to do, it looks like they've got a gargantuan task on their hands there. You can see piles and piles of rubber. You can see another firefighter at the bottom right of your screen there, another hose right at the far right there. But the hot temperatures and what looks to be very dry material, which is going up. If this is a recycling facility, you could imagine that these could well be bundles of things like cardboard or plastics, all of which are incredibly flammable. There have been reports on the Northamptonshire Telegraph that people heard an explosion. Emergency services there on the scene, multiple crews currently on the scene. And yes, it does appear to be the same place, this fire at Gretton Brook Road in Corby. It looks to be at Recycle Force, so that is a confirmation that it is a recycling depot, which perhaps gives you an idea of why it might have taken hold so quickly if these were perhaps bundles of cardboard or bundles of plastics and papers. A witness has told the Northamptonshire Telegraph that they heard a huge explosion. That same witness says the smell is unbelievable. It is all over Corby, and you can see as the Skycopter pulls back the plume of smoke there, and you can also see how close it is to a main road, which looks to have been closed off because we've not seen any traffic on it at all since we've been reporting this, but also how close it is to woodland just next to it there. It looks pretty green and verdant woodland. At least it's not, farmland, which would be absolutely parched at the moment. But you can see to the left of your screen what look to be storage facilities. Don't know if those are gas storage facilities on the top left-hand side of the scene. Also at the top of the camera, as you can see right now, is also what looks to be some kind of residential building or perhaps an office block at the top of the scene, very, very close to the fire. And to the right, you can see a number of industrial units there. So real concern about how quickly this fire potentially could spread. Smoke absolutely billowing away. We're hearing from the Northamptonshire Telegraph that smoke can be seen billowing as far away as Kettering, Irchester and Peterborough as well. The road that is closed is Gretton Brook Road. So that is currently closed to traffic. People are being asked to keep away from that area whilst emergency services attend the scene. Severe delays expected in that area as well. So just extraordinary footage that we are getting from the sky copter of Northamptonshire Fire and Rescue Service in attendance at Earls Tree Industrial Estate in Corby. And just pulling back to show us there the plume of smoke which is billowing over Northamptonshire as we speak. Multiple crews on the scene tackling the fire, and nearby residents being asked to close their windows and doors due to the plume of smoke and to avoid the area. You can see the smoke there, though, just hanging across the skyline as well, and parched areas of farmland and industrial land there. We'll leave those images there now, but we're going to return to this very, very shortly.